Okay, so we should be live, and I'll just say good evening, everybody, and welcome to the TSM's TFC live stream for the preview of the targets for the December raid 2016. I hope you're all looking forward to this. I'm intrigued. So we know then that the TS6 targets, there are two this time. Okay, then the standard target and the new boss target. Now I'm guessing something along the lines that we need to go and do something to go and have a look at these targets, or we just take fleets out. I'm not really sure, but we will soon see. So I'm trying to run two screens here. I'll look at the chat on one screen, okay, and the preview and that sort of stuff. And I'm going to go have a quick look also out on the sea. So we've got 20k in coins, so it's not a huge amount this time. Normally it's 80k, so they're not expecting too much from us, I don't believe. My plan is probably to run this for approximately an hour. And then we'll see how it runs after that. So yeah, so it looks like attacking 107s with Hell Rafe first, which are there. I'll tell you what we can do. We can just, somebody's in already, so let's have a quick look. And we're zooming out, not in. Oh look, they look exciting. So there we go, we've got some Hades there, stood alone by themselves. Obviously there's a stack of Hades sat around the outside of one of the Drax hulks as well. And then coming down, look, from the so flags are going from left to right by the looks of it. And then obviously the scout ships are coming down from right to left. So that's quite interesting. All this and stuff. Look at the bottom, there's a set sneaking in from the bottom half as well. So it's going to take a little while to work out what to do first, isn't it, really? Okay. Okay, so that's good. Hell Rafe popped up and there's no death missiles coming at him, so that's nice to see. So is this a driver's dream or what? First impressions, not sure what you're thinking, guys. But doesn't look insurmountable. What I'm concerned about, yeah, that's a good idea. Scatter gun and get rid of that. Okay, that's looking good. My question is obviously, what's the thermal range on the Hulk in the centre, with obviously the Hades around the outside? Not horrendous. Okay, so the Hades can be picked off as long as we get too close, but clearly he's going to have to watch the bugs. Something I'm going to look at as well is, yeah, how to get around the drones is one point as well. But I'm also going to take a look at, I'm going to try and take out obviously the flag targets there and see how many points they're worth, if we can. That's interesting, to be honest. Right, it just looks a time consuming target, doesn't it? Not necessarily a technical target. Right, so it's Hell Rafe first, because that's what everybody should have built. So we'll go and take a look at those first, and we'll base that on our test fleet. We'll go for no cruise. We'll in fact, we won't go for anything, to be honest. We'll just see how it goes. I don't think this, like I say, this preview will last more than an hour, because once you hit the targets a few times, that's it. Let me just have a quick look. So we're in here, and Hell Rafe, what have I got on them? So that's my build at the moment as we're standing then. So everything's at R15, or it should be. So AA3 is on there. I went for stealth attack system, which I quite like. I haven't changed anything. I could have changed some things, but I didn't see the point, to be honest. Magnus Drive 2, and then obviously Thruster 3 for that as well. And obviously I went for the sealed fire charge. I'd already put on the fire twisters, and I didn't change the new torpedo, thank the Lord, because as we know, that it only has a really, really weak damage rate. Obviously, if you're using it from underwater, it's actually designed for tide seekers, which it wasn't in the initial brief. So that's my Hell Rafe basically, and I've obviously got 4 of those. Yes, I could up and mess around with the armors, but to be honest, it's the last raid of this format, so I'm really not going to be bothered. Let's give it a go and see what we've got. So there's a 107. I wonder if it makes a difference on which side you go in, so should we have a look at that first? So there's the hint then. Obviously the I'm not saying the idiot screen, but the screens come up then. So Reaver Armada, as it says then, extreme strengths is concussive and explosive, as they were before, so that's good news. And look, its weakness is only concussive, nothing else. So just bear that in mind if you're just selecting things. It doesn't have a weakness against anything else according to this pop-up chart. So we'll turn that off. And let's have a look, see what we can do. So we're probably going to pop up bottom left, I think, around about 6 o'clock. Sorry, 7 o'clock in fact. It says I don't know where we're going to pop up. Yes, we are. We're popping up, yeah, around about the 7 o'clock position down the bottom. So we should, let's have a look. We are right down the bottom, literally. So that's fortunate. So we can get rid of our 3 cluster in the middle here. If we overrun this set of Hades, 2 shots. Bear in mind, I don't have the lead sub, and I don't really need it, to be honest, as far as I'm concerned. And then we'll go around the outside and hopefully pick off this boss. Ooh, stop there, thank you. That was a bit close. Okay, we'll come back. Oh, there's another one down the bottom, so we haven't got time to get that yet. Let's get back out the way. Really good on killing off that gunboat first, but so I'm going to zoom in now because I'm more content if we've got a bit more range. So there's 2 Hades up there, and we can start making our way up. Clearly, you must watch those drones because they can make an awful mess of your ships. But so long as there's no scouts around us, we should that is, be okay to take those out, and also any scouts that might come with us. So everything's producing obviously the oil slicks, so that's something to be cautious about. What about the scouts? Ah, snagged it. Okay, so there you go. It's been a month, bidding experience. And there we go, here's the frustration of now one's going to charge ahead. There's not much room, I have to say, in the target to avoid things. I'm pretty tight, that's the top edge, so just bear that in mind. There's not much escape area. Okay, let's see if we can be a little bit more cautious this time. I'm running at a too steep an angle, really, to be honest. That's better. However, I think all the they've all gone, so there's no point worrying about trying to get in the bonus targets. So I think it might be a case of sneak and get the drones, and then as the drones have disappeared, just sneak in and try and get some of the Hades off, I suppose. We'll have a look at that. Yeah, we're okay there. For the second, anyway. Step back out and get these. Keep out of the way. So this is the, hi Rob, this is the 107 target, but this is the new one. So we've had 105s and 107s, don't we? So this one's a 107. We might only just see 107s and nothing else. I'm not really sure actually. I've only seen 107 so far, but this is the first 5 minutes, so I'm not sure. So there's a question, can you get the Hades while the scouts are coming towards you? That's the question, I suppose. Jamie, look at the gate for your mum. Yeah, it looks like you can. So that's reasonable. So obviously I'm used to using a ghost crawl, so bear in mind that you need to consider. Oh, that's reasonable. We can get quite close. Yeah, so we need to consider obviously rise on full times of these Hell Rafe, which is their Achilles heel, to be honest. They're a good sub, but they don't die for very long. Whilst they are quick, you have to take that in consideration. So that's a reasonable position to sit, I think, to be honest, because hopefully the targets all the Hades will come to me as opposed to me going to the Hades. Well, that's my plan. Yeah. Okay, so we can sit at sort of 11 or 12 o'clock. Extremely boring though. I think that's been the problem with half this set, isn't it? To be honest, is this raid set has been absolutely dull. Am I going to get snagged there? No, I'm not. Okay. So the Hades range is really, really short as it was in the previous raid. How are you? How was your trip? Finally got home. Hi, darling. Yeah, go and sort yourselves out. I'm doing a stream anyway. So. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So we're just going to check out how much damage we're taking here. I'm wondering how many shots it's going to take to kill him. So it's fairly forgiving. Fairly. I'm not saying it's forgiving. I'm just saying it's fairly forgiving. So we're going to blast in now and just see what it's like getting this hub out the way. Because we need to clear it. Okay, so quite expensive, isn't it? To be honest. Let's just zoom out from the target. Okay, so that's one of the two gone. Everyone's just coming back at my house. There's got a bit of background activity. That's a terrible way to park up these ships, isn't it? But okay, let's zoom in and see if we can take these out of the way with the remaining. Do I see a time limit? Yeah, the time limit's the same. Sorry, it's 10 minutes, Rob. Sorry, my apologies. I think I've got this zoom slightly incorrect because you should be able to see all the times and figures. But yeah, so the target, it looks like it's 10 minutes. Oh, stacking is hard at the moment because I've got a bit of lag. There has been a bit of game lag since that OP9 update, hasn't there? Yeah. Terrible first target. This is a very bad show, to be honest. I must do better. Right, yeah, that's dead. Okay. Okay. Not my coins, so I'm not overly bothered, to be honest. Yeah, Mike, sorry, mate, it is. Yes, this is the 107 target, which is dull. Okay. We're in raid fix time, which is good, so we're going to instant fix that. Like I said, I've set my submarines up so they just hit under the hour for repair time. Just saves coins. So they're 358. Okay, what we'll do is we'll concentrate a bit better this time. So it seems like clearly we'll go in the top this time, but no matter what entrance you choose to hit the target at, you're only going to come in at the 7 o'clock position. From example so far, anyway. But we'll just clarify that. So what have we got left then? Yeah, we've got there's a cluster at the top to the right, and a small cluster at the bottom. And let's see if we can do a bit better driving this time. Stacking is not going so well. should do. So generally you have to clear the scouts out of the way first, otherwise you risk getting fired on by the Hulk. Okay, so we've cleared that. We should be able to nip up through. Oh, that's nice. Get rid of the gunboat. So their firing range is quite limited this time. I'm not sure what you think. Yeah, I've got Tide Seekers. Don't worry, guys. I have got Tide Seekers. But there's several people that don't have. So, and if I haven't, to be honest, there's 20k of coins, and we're not going to use anywhere near that. So, I've got a Harlock's Tide Seeker and some Tide Seekers as well. So we can play that game in a second. So this one here was embedded driving. We can get it done within 10 minutes. We definitely can. So the question I suppose is, there's going to be two targets to do. I got a funny feeling that to do the two targets together, that means that the bonus points will be roughly around about 5 million, as they were on the last raid format. Be careful not to get snagged here. Which I think I'm about to if I'm careful. Let's get out of the way. Yeah, so I was a bit too close then. One more Hades to come round. Yeah, so all I've built Tide Seeker wise at the moment, I've just built 2 for spotting, but you know, with 20k coins we can quickly adapt those and rank them up, and we'll have a quick look. Goddamn drones, do you ready? To me, this is certainly not a cost-effective way of doing it. I think I'm actually going to go through the raid and take this much damage. You've got to be joking, because no matter what you do, look, these drones are just hitting you, whether you like it or not. You can't stop it. It's just not possible. I didn't know that spike hit me, I must admit. Far too much damage. No way am I going to be accepting this as a damage. It's just far too much. Yeah, Ed to Bolus, there's not many holes I haven't got, to be honest. I'm just going to kill this off because it's annoying me, and I'm not going to leave a part target out on the water for people to kill, which is, that'd be jack of me. But we'll go and try some Tide Seekers, I think. And if it's too expensive, then I shan't be recommending using it. So there you go. So I made a mistake on there. One set of things are going to come and hit me, and there we go. So that's the level of those mistakes. Spotted once. Yeah, hi Nines, how you doing, mate? Yeah, of course I can. I don't, mate. No airs and graces in this this man's game. We can collectively, as a crowd, we can build a set of Tide Seekers if you want. I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. But to me, you know, the difficulty is not hard. The damage, interesting. Unimpressed, to say the least. It's too much, and it's guaranteed damage. You can't get to the damn thing because of the drones. You can't get to the Hulk without taking damage. So, for me, I'll rather step down a tier. If necessary, or I'll just do the single target and just go around finding 105s instead and just completely ignore these if that's the case. I'm not conforming to a coin cull, certainly not. Stacking is not going well today. It's not good that you're coming from the 7 o'clock position, they're coming and hitting you from the 2 o'clock position either. Especially when you run out of time like that. The problem with the drones, they seem to hang around the Hades, which is really goddamn annoying. We'll have another look in a second. Okay, that one's done. Yeah, it's not that exciting. So I think what we'll do is, do you know what? We could just sit in a corner. I think we'll just have a look at the as it was just mentioned there by Rob. Let's have a look at the pattern of the drones quickly. So we've got it. There's no point looking at things like how much the points are worth because they're just showing you what the target's about, not necessarily what the point count is. We'll stand off for a minute or so and we'll just have a look. Or we would have done a look. What's left in here? A bloody mess. Okay. And now I've got to stay in. Great. Okay. This is the frustrating thing about test servers. People die and then they don't go back. Hi Callum. No mate, it was on half the hour. Yeah, it was on the half hour, not the hour, which is I'm not sure why, but it was. But they were doing 2 sets of passwords to get in. I remember the 15 minutes apart, I was told. Okay, so we've got some hulks and then we just got one more scout ship at the bottom. So this won't be too bad. I think we'll come down and hit the scout ship first. So yeah, Mike, I've heard the same thing as well. So a cannoneer apparently is supposedly the name of the new hull, which I think is a bit bizarre. Obviously it's a new trend, isn't it? It's a new format. We're going into Siege, as we know, because Ray can let us know that the other day. And then we had, what did we have? In the OP9 update, we had obviously the 3 base hitting ships, didn't we? That turned up in Forsaken Researchable, which was the 3 Musketeers as well. So we're obviously going into a naming format that's quite different to what we've had in the past. See, why can't targets just be like this? Okay, nice and simple, isn't it? It's just those drones. Frustrating, aren't they? Piece of cake. Right, okay, let's see if we can find another one that hasn't been messed about with. There's one up here. Hopefully this one hasn't been messed up, otherwise we're stuck again for 107. So, let's have a quick look. So what do we know so far? So we know that the 7 o'clock is the start position. We know that the bonus ships move from 7 through till 2, and the ultimate. Oh, someone's already been in here already, and the scouts move from 2 to 7, and also from 7 to 2. The Hades stays central, and so does the Hulk ship. But what we want to do is take a look at what these drones do. Things with the drones, if they're going to do a figure of 8 pattern, that's manageable, I suppose. But if they're just going to circulate around each one of the hulks, then to me, then that's just guaranteed damage. Than what you try to do. Let's just see what pattern they do form. And rather than kill this target, what we'll do is we'll just die in it, and then we'll go and build something. So what we're looking for is a reasonable gap, isn't it? Which I don't think we're going to get. Yeah, it's a figure of 8, isn't it? Okay, so if you're happy, I've seen enough there personally. We know what's available. Hi Jeff, how you doing, mate? Yeah, so the targets do suck. Let's kill off these Hell Race. So far, if obviously it's a preview. So look, I mean, WOP dead. There we go. 4 hours, 8 coins. Clearly you wouldn't do that, so but you're not going to go in and blitz this lot, are you? It's just not going to happen. Oh, I better get that thing killed as well. So there's no blitzing option, without a doubt, with Hell Race, and it's time consuming. If you get 10 minutes for each one of the 107s, you may get it down to do it within the 10 minutes, but we'll leave those out. Okay, let's have a look at some Tide Seekers. Yeah, the drones are awful. Overpowered. That's the biggest problem, I think, is the overpowering of the drones. Because you can get rid of everything else before you go in and hit the big ship. But the hulks. Right, I need to gather together some Tide Seekers, don't I? So I've got one here. Let's find them all first, shall we? We've got a gap. Let's get rid of those. What have I got? Rather than just building fresh ones all the time. So there's that. Okay, while I'm looking for them, do you want to consider what should we put on them? Because they're not exactly built for anything particular. I just use up the free tokens. Oh, there's a couple there as well. Didn't realise that. So what's this one built for? This one, oh, this is a light spotter for something else. I can't remember what it was for. Okay, and this is the heavy. Oh, hang on a minute, I forgot something building here. So let's cancel that a second. Sorry, what's building in the shipyard? Let's just speed it up, whatever it is. Oh, a refit on a ret. Okay, good. So.
Hello.
Hello, Ren. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Yeah, that's fine. So I've turned the volume up, mate. So I'm hoping everybody can hear you. Have you managed to hit any targets at all yet? Have you?
Me, yeah, I actually did a 107. Was
What?
doing great until the last Hulk. I did everything but the last Hulk
Mm,
damage free.
yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? Because it's guaranteed damage, isn't it?
Well, I couldn't find a window into the second Hulk
Mm,
in between the drones where they didn't fire at me. Like I spent most of the time actually waiting for a window, which
yeah,
was frustrating in
yeah,
itself.
agreed. Yeah.
And I found a window in the first Hulk, but I couldn't find one in the second, so I don't like that.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, definitely the
How
first
about
one is doable, but I don't think the second one, because then they start spinning around it closer and closer, don't they? And I don't think you can definitely. I can't see a way of getting in without picking up some damage. I mean, a bit of driver experience gets all you know, the periphery ships out of the way and that sort of stuff. The Hades is actually quite decent, and I thought the thermal might have been a bit heavier on the Hulk, and it's not. So removing Hades is fine. Yeah, removing one of the Hulks is okay, but the second one is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, the one bottom right. That's the one I couldn't get to.
Mm. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, yeah. I was so I think to myself, it's going to cost. And actually, I just crashed a set of Hell Raves in to see if you could, obviously, to blitz. Really not a good idea.
Yeah, I did the same because I wanted to gauge damage, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, how hard is it going to be if I suicide my Hell rates in it? And I lost four. I had
Yeah.
one Hell rate left.
Well, I've only got the four. I've never built the obviously the
And
lead
the
ship.
problem was like I only had one Hell rate left after I killed the second Hulk, and then there's still drones around. So the risk was I could have lost all of my subs and
Mm.
lost the points because the drones would still be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we've got some guys in the chat. Have you got a decent set of tide circles built already, Ren? Because I can just go to we can go to obviously I can screen share yours if you want to, mate. I've only got two tide circles
I
built
can't
now.
do Google Hangouts and game at the same time. My laptop won't take it.
Oh right, okay. All right, mate. Okay. Um, okay. That's fine. So I've got a set of tide seekers. Well, no, I've got two tide seekers here, and they've actually got Garwoods on them. But we've got plenty of coins. We can change them. So just thinking of the range, it's got a full set of Garwoods on it, and it's got the D5 CT armor on it, which is obviously concussive defense.
Just remember that when the Tide Seekers were released, they were not intended to do elite, right? Their
Yeah.
power level is pretty much enough, so they do well against tier 5 targets, but they
Mm.
were not designed to take the punishment from tier 6 targets. So I would not be surprised if they don't do well.
Get slammed. What I was thinking was maybe go into the target. It's all about time consumption. I'm hoping the two targets combined will be around 5 million points as they were previously. But I was thinking of was
Right.
basically killing everything else around the periphery of the Hulks, and maybe the top one as well, with my Hell Wraiths, and then going with the Tide Seeker to finish the last Hulk, because I can get better concussive protection.
Could be. My only problem with that strategy is like it's going to be very, very easy and tempting to steal targets from other people, right?
Yeah, that's true. No, I understand that. Um, so on my specials, so I've got hydraulic resistor, and then I've got the advanced concussive payload, and then I went for combustion system 2 because I didn't really know what to put in that slot. Agility system 4, and then obviously AA3. But I was going to maybe take out the combustion system, and then put some calamity scatter guns in instead. What do you think about that?
The calamities should do well. Now, just I think these targets have like 95% corrosive resistance, but
Oh
the
right,
calamity has a lot of concussive damage, so
yeah.
that works. That gets through.
Let me just play with weight then for a second. Let's have a look at that class as is that a scatter, isn't it? I just want to make sure I got the right gun.
Yeah, it's got
It's
to.
a scatter. So calamity. So not configuration. That's no good because that's a corrosive. However, calamity. So calamity's doing 2-7 on damage, and yeah, that's definitely better than the configuration scatter gun. So calamity. It's just a range issue. I mean, and then you're going to go and blitz and drive over the top of this thing, aren't you? So if I get 4 of those on, like I say, that's doing corrosive damage as well. 4, maybe leaving on 6 Garwoods, or do you reckon just go all calamity? What do you reckon? Or we can test it, I suppose. But then I'll change the combustion system too, take that off, and then where's the special for the calamities?
See how it goes all the way. The calamity have a special that buffs it's the green brown one, extra splash
Not the
and
hydroxide, is it?
damage.
Is it corrosive? No, that's corrosive. No, it's
Corrosive injector or something like that.
there's a
It's green and
hydroxide.
brown.
There's a hydroxide injector. It's not that one.
No, 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 no.
Oh, it's the
That's
one with
the
the
old
three,
one.
yeah, the three sticky out things in it. That's it. Yeah, yeah yeah, that's it. Got it. Yeah, seen. No, am I overweight? No, I'm underweight.
injection something.
Yeah, so I'm underweight actually now. So we've got a hydraulic resistor, we've got the advanced concussive payload, we've got the compressed corrosive canister, corrosion canister, sorry. I've got agility 4 still on there, and I've got AA3 on there as
Now,
well.
just keep in mind that the advanced concussive payload now only works for the splash. The other half of the special bonus is not applied to scatterguns.
Yep, seen. Yeah, okay. But then it would still work okay then with the rest of the Garwoods that are on it, wouldn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's what it came out with. So if we were going to go all scatterguns, then we'd go for probably add up the multi-shot instead, like a mission generator or something like that. No, not mission generator. Where's the multi-shot one? Like barrel
Yeah,
system
emission generator is a good one.
Is that
Emission generator is the good one.
that's better than barrel
You get
system
2
3?
extra. Huh?
Yeah, multi-shot times
No,
2.
barrel system and emission generator both give 2 extra multi-shot, but the emission generator builds in half the time and it's lighter.
Okay.
Lighter or the same weight, but I know it builds in half the time.
Well, I can play with that. I can do 2 like this and just see what they're like. You know, just with one of the Hulks, because I'll find something that's either. Or I could take off the agility system altogether and then put on both of those specials. I think you can. Yeah, you can stack them
No,
up.
you need the evade, don't you? I think the evade's important. I tested that.
In fact, you did test it, didn't you? I remember you doing a shot for that. I don't think there's any other special that's going to do it better, to be honest. So the other thing I've got then, so at the moment I've got 4 Calamity scatterguns on, and the rest of it are Garwoods. But then I could change those Garwoods, couldn't I? Because you were going for a different weapon, weren't you? Wind up.
I was using the reciprocator.
That was it. Oh, let me just change this. So that's depth. Concussive reciprocator, yeah, which is an 86 range, isn't it? Which is very similar.
You lose range with the reciprocator, like compared with the Garwood.
The question is, I suppose, if you're going to blitz the target, are you going to have time for that thing to wind up? Probably not. It might just be go for all the scatterguns instead. Or should I just try it and see what it's like? I think we'll try it. We'll give it a go. It's a poxy tiny cheap refit, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So we'll refit that instantly. We'll save it in the thingy. We'll create the other ones as well. These two are already sculled up, so that's it there. So we'll just go refit, and I'll save the build, and we'll do the other ones as well. Okie doke. Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't work, I'm really not that interested, to be honest, in doing too much on these 107s, because it's just too much damage for me. Strike warheads if you're using scatters. Oh yeah, strike warheads, interesting. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, not with scatterguns though.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, for the concussive you got 55%.
Penetrable concussive damage, don't you? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's the highest concussive damage buff you can get in the game.
But then I've got to take off. Hang on, let's just look at this.
If it's R15, I mean, you would put that in place of the ACP.
Yeah, I'm at R15. You're right, actually. So yeah, so like I said, at the moment it's a hydraulic resistor, it's a emission generator, it's the compressed corrosion canister, and agility system 4 and AA3. That's what I've got at the moment. I'm not so sure about this armor. I might have to flip it around and put more explosive armor again, because at the moment I say I've got the concussive defense armor at the moment. My stats at the moment, Ren, are explosive defense is 95 and concussive defense is 94.
It's awesome.
That's reasonable, isn't it? And
yeah, because it's going to grow when you build up the yellow bars, right? Then it grows up to like 99, 99, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So I've got 3 of those done. I've got the highlight Todzik as well. It's worth doing, isn't it? As well. I may as well do that, I think.
Problem with the Harlock Tightseeker in these battles is that without armor, the repair time is like 7 hours and a half.
Or I could actually just
So
turn.
it's gonna make your raid a lot more costly.
I
I
can leave it
mean,
in the
maybe
corner.
worth it. I don't know.
Do you get the
Huh?
bonus as a? Does the bonus cover the whole range, or does it just got? Is it got to be inside
I
the?
think it covers the whole range. You could leave it in the corner if
I'm
you
just
want.
thinking that because I can just take it off and just put it. Well, we'll soon find out. We'll try it with and we'll try it without. So I'll just quickly chuck on a countermeasure as its main item, um, and then what we need to do is to build one more Tide Seeker and then rank it quickly. So shipyard and then load. Oh, there's a ridiculous man of war just popped up. So no, not that one. We want to load. Okay, so build instantly, and then view all fleets. Okay, and then so what I'll do is I'll just quickly rank this last Tide Seekers. That's 4 Tide Seekers, and we're going to put the Harlock Tide Seeker in the bottom corner. That's the plan. So, and then give it a try, I suppose. Should we try doing a whole target first, or should we? I'm not sure really. Yeah, a couple of guys have just said in the chat that it's the flagship effect covers the whole range, so that's quite good. I know it does when you're outside on the sea, and you can obviously spot other people's subs, but I'm not sure about in battle. I've never used it in battle yet, to be honest. I just built it and left it blank. But if this isn't going to work, I might drop down to the tier 5 sets myself, come the raid.
I'm not going to be doing tier 6 if that means guaranteed damage with my hell rates. I mean, like I said, I want to have a fair chance at, like we have on the 105, doing without taking damage.
Yeah.
With those drones circling the Hulk, it's at least on the second one, for minutes I tried to find a window there I couldn't. I'm hoping someone will, and then we'll share.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I'm of the opinion that maybe I might just go for 105s. It's all about time. I can do a 105 roughly for about, well, we were getting him down to about 4 minutes 30. You know, okay, I might not get the bonus, and I'll have to see if that pays off as opposed to doing the 3 targets in obviously a tier 5 setup, and just see which one what payload works out faster for me. Because I'm truly not sure yet, to be honest. While we're doing that quickly, what I need to do is, excuse me everybody, I just need to turn on then the, if you wouldn't mind, I just want to turn on not that one there, targets number 2 to 5. Are we on? Yes we are, good, okay. Right, so we'll load up this thing, we'll take it out and we'll go and take a peek. It's a shame you can't use any crews in the previews, I've always said that, it's quite frustrating. Hey Stu, you alright mate? Stu's in the chat mate. He tried joining the hangout but he couldn't get in. I think it's probably my fault, not his, but I know Google's been having a few issues. So
no, it's probably his fault because I joined.
True, yeah.
And Brian joined, you said, for a minute. So I blame Stu.
Okay, we'll blame Stu.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's okay. Stu just said, no, I want my bed anyway. As long as that means his bed. You know.
I have to drop in 14 minutes, okay? Just
yeah, you were saying you've only got a little while. But then again, you know, there's not a great deal to check. I've only seen the 107. I've not seen anything else. So this isn't going to go on forever anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, this should preview the 107. So I'm going to try something different later. The preview's too long because I had an idea.
All right, so this is handy. I don't know if you're actually watching this, but somebody's so somebody's actually just left a Hulk behind. So that's quite good. So I can actually just come up here and just see if I can smash the darn thing and see what difference it makes. Although they've left Hades around the outside. That'll be interesting. They do,
which, by the way, is probably a valid strategy if Kickside leaves it like that. I mean, one could go in, smash everything, leave the Hulks behind, and probably score a lot of points.
So it's probably better to split them up, isn't there? Because there's a lot of explosive damage, isn't there? If I slightly split them up.
But it's very hard to... Well, the Tide Seeker is easier. I was going to say the Hell Rates you can split and control at the same time. But the Tide Seeker, yeah.
Okay, well they're on the way. So let's just give it a go. they're taking some damage. I don't know if they're going to make it to the centre, but we'll give it a go. About a quarter damage, I think, to be honest. It looks like. I mean, it's far less damage if you're going to do it this way, I think, than if you're going to use...
4 Hell Rates. I mean, that's probably cheaper.
I think it is. So it looks like about quarter damage. And that's all the Hades. There was a scout at the bottom as well. It's definitely faster, but that's not the point, is it? What's the fixed time? So, yeah, about a quarter damage, I'd say. Just one of them's just under that. Didn't touch the lead ship at all.
Quarter damage could still be like 2 hours. Like
so that's 2 hours 30.
Coins, something like
that's
that.
2 hours 5 coin. That's 2 hours 23 for me. No crew, obviously, so we could play with some crews.
Now you slap a grease monkeys and it becomes reasonable.
It does, doesn't it? Because that's 5 coins.
Yeah.
You know, there's no crew on there, so I can obviously use a crew that would stop the damage a little bit better, and then halve that time again. So you could probably get that last little bit done for two coin if you choose to.
Yes. Yeah. That's interesting.
Okay, I'm just going to just click on Stu a minute. He's in the chat here quickly. Okay, Stu's a moderator now, so just someone's being a bit silly in chat, that's all. Right, okay. I wonder if you could do a whole target by itself, or is that just pushing it a little bit too far? Probably is. It is quite difficult controlling just the 4 and not controlling. Right, fresh target's popped up, so we may as well just test it. Let's have a quick check. So yeah, we're 20 past the hour now. So it's gone by pretty quick, I must admit. So you've got a 5 sub fleet, haven't you? I think, have you? I certainly don't. Scatterguns are working quite nicely. Well, this is not doing too bad so far. Clearing the outskirts quite nicely. And we're getting some wind up now on the garwards as well, which is quite good. Quite reasonable. In fact, I'm quite impressed with that. I'm not saying it's the ultimate build, but if you don't want to waste time, I wonder if we can sneak past this bulk target. I might actually change this build limit and go full on scatters. Wow, this is quite impressive. I think I might have a result. Guys in chat, what do you think? I think full calamities might be the way ahead. Hey George, how you doing, mate? Okay, so this is a full 107 target. Okay, I've just completed it in literally 2.5 minutes now, with 4 Tide Seekers, and there's the damage. Let's just check the repair time. Whoa, that's so much better. I think we have a plan. I think we have a plan. Okay, let's.
So what's the plan?
So the
Hell
total.
rates and then finish off with
Well,
tide seekers.
right. So that was complete 107. Sorry, Ren, mate. That's complete 107. Nothing was touched on it. A fresh one. I just went in there, used the 4 tide seekers, and the fixed time, 2 hours 34 minutes for a complete target.
And you killed the whole 107.
Everything. Went round the outside first, did all the periphery
Wow.
ships, went through and then killed the 2 big ones with the Hades around them. For 6.
And sorry, did you refit all your tide seekers with scatterguns or just one of them?
They've all got, at the moment, they've got 4 calamities on each one. Just 4.
Okay, and the rest is garbage.
The rest is Garwood, yeah. And once they were winding up, they were pretty impressive. I have to say, I kept it so that they kept winding up. I mean, so that's 2 hours 34. I mean, obviously got a 5 minutes fixed time there, but the time, obviously, you know, so that's 5 coins. Put a crew on top of that, and then obviously add a grease monkey as well. That's 2 coins a target. Isn't
That
it?
is good. I mean, if for the points of the target plus the bonus you get for killing both of them, that sounds like a good coinage per million points. Like,
It doesn't sound bad, does it? Would you prefer? I mean,
No.
okay, I've got hydraulic resistors on these here.
now I'll be honest, I still would like it to be possible for Hell Rates to do it like with skill driving for no damage, and I didn't find that possible so far.
To date, I must admit, I haven't found that possible. I know I've got the week, and for me, fortunately, I've managed to take the whole week off work. So I will have a good go at it, I must admit, because it'd be nice to see somebody. It'd be a nice little challenge, particularly for the admins, because we'll have a little go and see who can do it first. But what I'm going to do is quickly, I'm going to take the Garwoods off, because I can always put them back on. There's tons of coin left, and I'm going to go all scatter, I think. And let's see if there is a difference. So
Yeah, maybe it's actually going to be better.
yeah, potentially.
Like
But obviously I can
repair.
change one of the specials, can't I, as well, because of that? Probably can. We'll have a quick look. It won't take much to change them. And obviously as soon as OP9's done, then there's never a weight issue, isn't there? And bear in mind, I haven't fitted out the Harlock Tide Seeker. I don't think you need it, to be honest. I think just leaving it in the corner makes it for a quicker fix time. And we'll have a look. Come on, dock your little Tinky. Why is it not docked? Oh, it has. Good. Okay, let's get rid of the Hell Rafes and put them away. So Hell Rafes are definitely not way ahead, I think, for this target, unfortunately. So there's a bit of discussion going on. Nines is saying full calamities. Ryan's there saying full Garwoods. Stu's just saying I want to go to bed. George is in here now. Okay, you just need the buff. Okay, so if I just pop up the build now, we've got a couple of our own admins in there as well. There's some good level players in here. Let's have a quick look at what we've got on this build, and then just.
Let's just wait to see what George does, and then we'll try the opposite.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I like that. So I think we can see. I've got a bit of concern then. You know, I like the emissions generator. That's on there. That's good. The compressed corrosion canisters is good as well, because AA ups your splash, doesn't it? And corrosive damage is good. I can't see us. I can't see us bettering us the specials, to be honest. The evade's helping without a doubt. Maybe it doesn't need to be agility system 4, you know, but
Yeah, you don't need agility. You can use.
But mine's
guidance
R15.
cramp.
Yeah, but mine's R15, so it's the same evade rate anyway. So
Yeah, but the AS4 is a limited component, right? So not
yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
gonna
true.
have-
No, understood. Everybody, yeah. But then again, so I've also got the hydraulic
AS3
resistors,
at R15 beats AS3, so that's why. I mean, if you don't have the limited version.
and obviously I've got hydraulic resistors which help against concussive defense, don't I? So because I've got concussive defense of 15%, but also they're cranked up to R15 as well. So yeah, as Stu says, no matter what George says, he's wrong anyway, just because that's the way we play it. Okay. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably just rip a full set of scatters onto these and just check the difference and see if it gets it under 234 with a similar or the same as I can get to driving route. So the only thing that I noticed, Ren, was I found it difficult to, with the flap factor in these sort of targets, of working out the range, obviously, when the scattergun kicks in, as opposed to just letting the Garwoods do their thing. So that was quite difficult to monitor. I mean, I'm
And
sure
when you run around, were you able to get out those special ships that are worth a bunch of points?
all of them. Yeah, everyone.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because with the hell rates, I managed to, but just barely,
yeah. I
just
managed to get them
barely.
all easy. I think well. In fact, we'll time this one. We'll just have a quick look. So let me just save that as a new version. We'll give that on a save slot 2 name, or we'll just call it number. We'll just call it number 2. That'll do. Okay. So I'll go back in and I'll quickly refit the other 3. But this is a potential because I mean 2 hours. Sorry, if it's 2 coins, I can just do this, let it fix, and just come back every couple of. That's a few million points in a day, just letting them fix it naturally.
Yeah.
So I made a little promise myself I wouldn't spend any money this raid because it's Christmas, and I've spent most of my money on my mega hole. So
You filthy coiner.
I am. Oh, like someone's hitting something. I've got nothing out there. Oh yes, I have my mega hole. I'll crack on. Do you want to go out there? No, I don't. I'm not interested in that thing at the moment. Why do people go into previews and then start doing things that are different to what they should be doing? I don't know why I've just done that because I've done it automatically. There we go. Right, that's the build. So do you think this is the right armor, by the way? The CT? D5 CT? Do you think that's the right way ahead? I think it
it's
is.
the best option is the D5 CT.
Because I know it's multiplicative, but concussive defense is definitely up there. It's 94s and 95s. We're definitely up in a good position, I think. So let's view in doc. So I've done this one now. Refit. Load number 2. How you doing for time there, Rennie? You okay?
Yeah, I gotta drop, Mark. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let you know.
I may rejoin you if you're still streaming in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah, Ren's still at work, guys. So he did say we pop in and out.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
You're supposed to be gone. Refit load. Drop down number 2. Okay, viewing doc. How are we doing? So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's launch this. Yeah, you're right, Steve. I could have loaded stuff from the second ship. I wasn't thinking. I'm not very good at multitasking, so talking and thinking doesn't really float my boat. 286 against Mike. Oh well, there we go. He's messing around with mega holes, so that's fine. Let's hope this is a fresh one, shall we? We'll soon see. Let's hope this is a full target. We've got a target fixed time. It looks like a full target. It is a full target. Okay. So we're going to go up and grab these first. So we're going to take a bit of damage to start with, aren't we? Because they're not... oh, but look at the power of those single shots. Wham. That's better. Much faster. Okay. I'm not sure of the damage yet, but we'll look at that in a minute. Oh, that's too close to that ship. Boom. Not sure that's best the route this time, but I didn't quite go that way last time, did I? I want to get the boosts as well, make sure I can get those. Does the guard give you a bonus of any description? I'm not sure if it does. Well, I'm definitely taking more damage, but is it just my bad driving? I'm not sure. We'll have to do a couple of these, I think, just to check. Because I appear to be taking more damage. I'm not so sure. The Garwoods were definitely doing better. We've definitely taken more damage. A mix may be better. It's just settling on what that mix is. Okay, let's have a quick look. The one shot's quite nice, isn't it? But it's definitely taken more damage that time. Yeah, and that's considerably more. Okay, so that's a 2 hours, and whether it's part of the design of the boat, I don't know as well, because obviously some things take longer to fix. But that's 2 hours, 10 minutes extra. Yeah, you could be right. It could be the reload issue. Hmm. So splash. Maybe we take a go. I've got. Yeah. Okay. Let's instant that a second. Let's have another little thought plan. So yeah, the Mayhem torpedo came out for a reason, as Nines is saying there. Okay. Maybe we just slam some Mayhems at the front of some of these and see if Mayhems work better than Garwoods. Looks like my Hyperion's dead. Hail. It happens. How are we doing for time anyway? We're no, we're doing fine. 1 hour and 2 minutes. Do you reckon generator and strike warheads then? You reckon, George? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, because corrosive damage there. Okay, yeah, we got splash. Great. Well, I don't really do a huge amount of splash, but I think I'm getting 40 something because mine's at R15. So let's have a scroll down. I think I'm getting, is it 55%? So that's quite reasonable. So what I think we'll do is we'll actually switch around and put some torpedoes on these here, just in case this makes it look any different. So an 88 range there, and on the very good twin ranges. So there we go, 85, 85, 88. Let's go 4. What do you reckon? They were quite bunched this time. I must admit I staggered them a bit last time. So let's refit instantly. Let's just call that fit 3. Viewing dock. Was that last one? No, it wasn't. It must have been this one. Yes, it was. Refit. Save. Slot 3. Okay. So let's do the remainder. Refit. Load. Load. Refit instantly. And we'll save that. Viewing dock. Next one. And then the last one. Okay. So if this doesn't work, blame George. Hey, cool dumpster, no problem at all, mate. If there's anything I haven't tried and you want to try, then for goodness sake say so. We have got a bit of time yet. I just want to try and get in everything we can that people might want. So whilst I am chatting to myself at the same time, because I know there's obviously a bit of lag between what I'm saying and obviously the receiving time that you get to see it on the stream. Okay, this one's been. Oh, okay. Well, this isn't a fair test, so we'll just go in. I'm interested to see the torpedoes. I must admit, though. In fact, let's be nosy and zoom in a little bit, shall we? Half the stuff's missing here, so this is going to be very realistic. Boom, get some of that. So we're not doing one shots, but actually the torpedoes are making a huge difference. Yeah, that splash is nice, look at that. Yeah, we're liking that quite a bit. Let's get rid of him actually. We'll die you. Quite enjoying that. Okay, it's not a full target, so I can almost see me going full torpedo in a minute. I'm not too sure. However, I have changed to special, so that's a fair point. We're doing one shot, aren't we? Definitely still. Yeah, we are. It's not exactly an accurate test because this wasn't a full target. Get rid of these scatterguns. That's it. Drones, I mean. So we'll let this die, and then we'll come into the target again. So it's about a quarter dead, and we'll go up and around. Yeah, that's basically what I got, George. Yeah, so AA3's on there. OSF's okay. So what is that then for damage? Let's have a quick look. Repair. That's identical to the previous one, but it wasn't a full target, was it? So let's repair that, and you want to see an auto hit. Auto George is here. So we'll another target should pop up hopefully. Now Sod's Law says if I go and tie that one a bit further up, it's going to just flip it and we'll have a... Go on, we'll try it. So we won't touch this one, we'll just auto it. And see what comes up. I'm never quite sure whether autoing works. Oh, it does in the 91s, I have to say. I take far less damage when I don't drive than when I do drive. So I suppose what we're interested in is what... Oops, wrong thing. What we're interested in is what a single... Okay, so maybe not the best route, but auto is auto at the end of the day. Okay, I'm not impressed with auto already. Taking far too much damage. And bear in mind, that's the problem with auto. I need to have all torpedoes. Because it just isn't working, is it? Because nothing else is firing. So there you go, that's the blatant obvious thing. Two different ranges now, apart from things that tend to collide into my targets. We could go all torpedo, I suppose. Or we could go all scatter again. 3.5, do you reckon? 3. Could it be worse? That's 6. That's 1.5 coins with a grease monkey on. And you could go around and do the other target. Do you know what? You could do that on auto and go to the other target with your Hell Race for free. 6 coin then for the whole thing. Okay, let's go all torps. Yeah, so for me, I could literally go and kill a 105 then with my, which takes me about 4.5 to 5 minutes with my Hell Race, and then let this thing auto the 107, and then that's it, John, done. Which should, hopefully, I'm not sure, but based off the last time we had this with the twin targets, would be 5 million points then for 3 coins. That's totally acceptable, isn't it? Okay, so on auto, I mean that wasn't the obvious thing to do for an auto because there are 2 different firing ranges there, which was blatantly obvious. So let's refit this. Let's go all mayhems then, shall we, this time? So let's change those then, and torpedoes, here we go. This will be interesting. Now, George, you saying you want to change one of the specials? Just tell me what do you want compared to what I've already got. Bearing in mind I've already got hydraulic resistors. Well, you can see what I've got there. What do you want to change, mate? Okay. Seal fire charge. What? Replacing what though? AA3. Replace AA3? Alright, okay. So that one there, yeah, obviously now, because there's no point having this there, to sealed fire charge, which is there, isn't it? That's quite logical, isn't it? It fits, easy, in fact. Yeah, see the logic in that. We've got concussive bonuses there. We've got splash. We've got critical hit chances. Who cares about cloak efficiency? Yeah, okay. That looks reasonable. I should have saved that first before doing it, but hey, we'll just go and change it again now. So refit, and we'll go that for save that for number 4. Okie dokie. So let's have another look then. Now, do you want this on auto, do you, or what? Are we going to auto these ships? You want to drive it first? Okay. But fix the special. What special don't you want on there? Okay. Strike warhead. Okay, to something else. What am I looking for here? ACP? Yeah. Concussive reload is 50, concussive damage 50. Okay, so I get a faster reload and I get concussive damage at 50. At the moment I've got 55%, but I've not got the reload. So I can see that. I can see the logic in that. This will be interesting. Come on, get that you. the one. They're getting lighter and lighter. Let's go back and just quickly change these two specials. And there's this one as well, isn't it? From Morelli. I think that's it, isn't it? That one's done, that one's done. Yep, okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go then. So now this is a full set of Mayhems. So we'll drive it first, and then what we'll do is we'll let it auto as well, and see what happens. And we'll just go in a clockwise direction, I think. It does get tighter on the top left hand, top right flank though. But we'll give it a go. Oh, great. Okay, we'll just get rid of this then, and we'll fix. Annoying. Thought they kill things quicker than that. No, they weren't stacks, but even so. So far, I still like the Garwood and Calamity one myself. There's a fresh one. As long as nobody else nicks it, we'll have a quick look. How are we in for time? We're nearly 40 minutes left in this raid stream. So we might actually sweep around down the bottom side. I think we need to stack these up a little bit first. They're quite dragged out. That's better. They're not exactly stacked on top of each other, but we definitely want them better than what they were. I want to one-shot some of these ships if we can. See, it's not, is it? It's not one-shotting as I thought it would do. It's doing okay. Yeah. NPC ship coming down the bottom. Let's take out this one at the base first. Keep waiting those Hades over there. Let's take out this set of 4. How am I doing? All of damage again, you see. I was either very lucky with the Garwood and Calamity mix, or in the time it took me, or it's actually just a better build for some bizarre reason. I think this is going to come out with more damage yet again. I'll have to go back and test that properly. Yep, Scott, I agree. I absolutely agree. I suppose the only other gun that we know is the one that Ren said on his build. I know George, you and Ren went through that build pattern, didn't you, with the different scatter guns? And you preferred the reciprocator, didn't you? Yeah, see, I'm not so keen on this. Yeah. Hey, what else? How you doing, mate? 4.5 hours? What do you reckon? 4 hours? No, 255. Okay. Well, I was wrong. I was out considerably. That is the same. No, it's not. It was 235, wasn't it? So we're half an hour greater. Still the same amount of coinage, but you'd have to wait. Whereas the other one was a 235, wasn't it? So you would actually end up knocking off that because the other one would be a free fix for the last couple of minutes. Whereas this one you have to wait or utilise the coin itself. So we're in raid fix time. Yeah. But don't forget that the highlight tide seeker I'm taking, Scott, if you didn't notice, I left the highlight tide seeker down the bottom. I'm using a macro here, so I'm only controlling 4 ships, not the 5th one. I'm letting the 5th one stay in the bottom corner. It's not that it's a super strong ship or anything like that. No, George, you're right. Hey, worth a test though, mate, isn't it? Prove the point. It's not as quite as strong as I'd hoped. I'm going to go back and test the first build again, and then maybe work between the scatter guns. No, we'll go back to the first one, and we'll put the reciprocators on instead, I think. Because that will prove something that I want to know as well. Because like I say, I haven't actually built these tides on principle because I'm waiting till after December till the uranium targets change. If you only have, sorry mate, I was just reading some question there from the chat. So if you only have 4 scaled Hell Rafes, can you still do both targets effectively? Well, you can definitely do the 105s, we know that. Ren did a test on the 107s, and what Ren said, he managed to get everything down in the 107, down to the last bottom right-hand Hulk, and you had no choice but take damage. So it's the last Hulk, because obviously then the bugs start, driving around that specific Hulk, and then there's no gap. So no matter what, you're going to take damage, and that really bugs me. That doesn't reward good driving and that sort of stuff as well. So that's why we're looking at this avenue, where I can then use this fleet here to auto the 107 is what my goal is, which is why I'm looking at configurations refit. Let's have a quick look at this here. So it was load. We know what level 1 does. Let's just look at level 2. That's the full one. Let me just try this again. That was the right specials, yeah. So let me just... We've got 12k in coins, so that's okay. I want to be able to have a set of these set up so that you can auto the darn things. Or drive, whichever we want to do it, but I still think the first one was better. Yeah, I noticed that, Steve, as well. The splash went down, although damage was up, the splash was down. That could be half the issue, couldn't it, as well? I like loads of splash. Again, you've really got to fine tune. The mix is great, but that means you can't auto, and that's not just cockiness about coinage. That's about time. I want to be able to do both targets at the same time if I can, and then get the overall bonus for both the targets. So I want the minimum amount of damage on this target if I can get it, and spread over both of them. And that's reasonable if it's 3, 5, 6 coins. 6 coins even for 2 targets for 5 million points, that's not horrendous. I've always said, as everybody knows, 1 to 1.5 per million is acceptable when you're hitting boss targets, because you are saving time. But I don't think you'll be able to have... I'll be interested. I don't know if George, I don't know if you're on, mate, but I'd be interested to see if I'm really interested to see if anybody can actually do a 107 without taking any damage at all. I don't think it can be done, but so let me just have a fine tune here then. So this is let me just have a look. So concussive damage, yeah, we get that. So the splash on this is 10, which is not a huge amount. Let's get a better view of that. Right, okay. Concussive reload is 30%, so that makes it faster, and the damage is more. Okay, but this one gives you, obviously, it gives you the multi-shot times 2. Huh. Swings and roundabouts, isn't it, to be honest? Again, it's a never clever ship design. No, it's not. It's a never typical target design. You know, I can raid for free. You know, I'm quite used to raiding for free, but just check. I'll be doing time. 1 hour 27. Okay, we're okay for a minute. Strike and generator had the most damage. Yeah. Yeah, damage is points, damage is time. Yeah, get you. Oh god, here we go. Give us a, I mean, at least give me a retreat button in the freaking preview, goodness me. Yeah, George had it posted in 12 hours, and then I showed George my video at the end of the raid and knocked another minute and a half off it. Do you know why? Because it's like that. See, that's a single shot, isn't it? Man, the damage is terrible though, look at it. That damage sucks already. Don't like this build at all. Unimpressed. Far too much. It's the reload, isn't it? Nah, it's a stinker, this is. I could change that special, get the reload working faster. Reload stinks. Bang bang, yeah, okay, we're doing that, but the reload sucks. I like the splash then, that was at 2 ships in 1 hit. We like that. Okay, we're doing 2 ships in 1 hit then. Yeah, that's working. Should we get both those in one go? Not nearly. I'm not going to measure this, it's not a full target. So we're going to go back to the first build, because that's already, you know, we're back down to more damage now, and I haven't even freaking done a full target. So we'll go back to the first build, I think, and we'll go for reciprocators this time. The only thing I say about Garwoods is, I mean, and Garwoods are great. There's no wrong with them, but they do have extra range, which I like. But with a dual fire build, it is better actually if the firing range is closer. 3 hours. It wasn't even a full target, so that's not going to be the way ahead, is it? And as George and Brendan said, the reciprocator does, once it's cranked up, it can produce some pretty decent damage. Stu's gone, bless him. He doesn't have to keep some weird hours. I kind of can't work out what what his timeline is. Let's hope we don't run out of coins anyway. I don't think we will. We're getting close to it though. We've done quite a few checks here. Oh no, we're on 9.5. We've only used half, so that's okay. We've used 10,000, so we've got 10,000 to go yet. So let's refit that, and let's load to number 1 load there. But we're going to change this now. Go reciprocators instead. So we want so we've got 86 here, as you can see, and what's quite nice is obviously you've got 85, 86. That's pretty decent. Okay, so I don't have to be too fussy about. We'll give this a separate build number just in case you have to go back to Garwood's. But let's give that one. That's what are we on? 5, yeah. There's 1. It seems like, yeah, we're favouring scouters, mate. Yeah, I think you're right. I've been waiting for this preview. You know, I was hoping it was going to come along because I've been interested to see the difference between reciprocators and Garwoods. This is now a real-time test, which is good. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Thanks, Casey. There you go. Hey. Yeah, you can get a minus something percentage, don't you? So, okay. So he's on that one there. He's on that one there. There's one hiding underneath here, so I'll go up for this one that's hiding. I hope nobody's attacked it. I can do, George. We've got plenty of time, mate. We've got half an hour. We can go full reciprocate, only 4 on each, and then we could actually go full Garwood as well, which was my original build. This is a full target. Good. Excellent. And we'll drive... Do you want to drive this or do you want to auto it? No, we can't auto it because we've got different ranges. So let's drive it. Full reciprocate would be interesting because obviously then you can auto, can't you? Yeah, so clearly you take a bit more damage until you've got Bloodthirst up. And then it seems to calm down after that. What do you think? See what people think about this compared to Garwood's. Doesn't seem to have much killing power. Might be wrong. I want to get those NCP targets as well before they die off. I'm going to nip up and get that quickly. Dead, dead. 3 hours? What do you reckon? 3 and a bit hours. I think I'm going to go back to my original build, you know. Something about the Garwoods, isn't there? Yeah, that's too expensive for me, that one. Let's get it out of the way and see what that is. Yeah, it's an extra hour. 327. 234 is the best so far. George, that build sucks. Or is it my driving? Okay, it doesn't look like one more coin, but actually it's 2 more coins. Okay. Let's check time. 1:37. Oh, you're right, actually, yeah. That wasn't my build. Don't go all negative on me now. And you're right, Jeff, I did go clockwise last time, and I went and counterclockwise that time. Yeah, so if we're going to do it, I need to be consistent. That's a fair point. I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll go back to the original build, we'll do clockwise, and we'll do a counterclockwise, and then we'll see if there is a difference. Because then it'll be down to the build, or it'll be down to my driving. Go to dock. So, come on then, let's fine tune this first build, shall we? Let's refit that. How are we doing for coins? Tons. Okay, so let's load it and let's load that. So are we happy with that of a build, or do we want to mess around with it anymore? What do you reckon? Yeah. I'll just hold that up there for a few seconds so you can catch up. You voted as a driving. Yeah, it probably was. Well, we'll soon find out. We're going to do this one clockwise. Okay. Yep. So let's go for this. The good thing is I've virtually got this build done already, which is nice. It means I've got hardly anything to do. What was it? Yeah, whatever. Go away. Like base level means anything. Only means it's something if you can't get into a TFC, a TLC, I mean. Okay, we'll go back. We'll have a look. Curious, yeah. So my obviously my first build when I actually had this and started the stream was all Garwoods. So we can do. So here's one here. So we're going to do this twice. We've got time, haven't we? Yeah, we have. We've got 20 minutes. So we're going to do one counterclockwise. Sorry, one clockwise and then one counterclockwise as well. Curious George. Jeff, that's funny. Is that his new nickname? What do you reckon? No, I'll call him Super G. For Super Hole. He's Mr. Mega Shit Boy. I am so far behind on that thing. Ah, this one's been messed about with, isn't it? Or is it? There's something missing. Yeah, there is. Someone's been in here. How annoying. There's a set of targets missing there. God darn it. The set of targets or just the one target? I can't remember what was on there now. I've forgotten. So they need to be wind up, don't they? Once they wind up, then they've got a bit of oomph in them. I can already see this is going to be a better hit. We haven't got Bloodthirst yet. Or I may have just been completely lucky and just had a decent first run through. I'm literally just blitzing through this, so just to see the difference. Get rid of that stupid thing at the bottom. Okay, let's go with the fact that my first run was probably a lucky run, because this doesn't seem to be as good, does it? Now what I haven't done this time, or what I did do last time, was I took out the hulks first. Okay, so we'll try that again. Yeah, see last time I targeted the hulks last time before the Hades, so I think that's what I'm going to do again, and try and keep away from most of those torpedo. Oh, great. I need to bring out a gunboat, don't I? That's so annoying. Stop time wasting, people. I've got 15 minutes left. I was going to do this for an hour, and I've changed my mind. It's taking longer. Right, so come on. Let's get a gunboat in there. And let's get a gunboat. Oh, mind you, if I do that, those NCP ships are going to disappear, aren't they? I think. What are we doing in here? Doing okay. Leave that. Hmm. $330 for that bit of rubbish. Don't want to order that then, do we? Oh yeah, silver gunboats, yeah. That was a while back now, wasn't it? Remember that gunboat fun? That was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Come on, let's have a look at this thing up here. Let's hope this is a full one. So we're trying to keep away, if we can, from obviously creating those yeah, that's a full one. That's good. So we'll take the 3 up in the bottom first. We'll go up and get that Hades set there. Get that Hades set there. Go up to that, and then we'll pour in and try and kill off that Hulk. Did I do the Hulks last? I can't remember. Can't remember. It was a while ago now, wasn't it? In fact, let's go up. No, I didn't do those last time. I did these. This is where I started. Yeah, Hulk's last, wasn't it? So I went all the way up around. Goddamn drones, go away. Okay, so I've got no choice but to go in here and kill this one, have I? I think I must have been lucky last time. I don't see I'm getting any less damage than previously. And once Bloodthirst is up, it's up, isn't it? Seven. I'm going to have to rewatch my own stream, I think. 7, yeah. That's an hour more. It was 2:30, wasn't it, last time? Hmm. Hit the scouts and then hit the pancakes first in each group. Okay. Were they full guardwoods, were they? Might they were. Maybe they were. Okay. So I'll look. Jeff's thinking the same. Okay. Well, we've got 10 minutes left, so we'll go back and have a look at full Galwoods, full Galwoods, and we'll also have a look at then. We can definitely do full reciprocators, I think, as well. So, the thing I like about Galwoods is obviously the range. Now I know reciprocators are better in some respects, but you've got to get a lot closer, haven't you? So, how are we doing? 8,000 coins left. We're doing all right. Oh, yes, please. Okay, so let's do the rest of them. Six. Then he scrapped it then. Oh. Load. 6. Load. Splash 50%, corrosive 25%. We'll have a look at that in a second. Just load. Number 6. Refit ship instantly. So the other thing we'll have a look at is... Now we don't have anything on there that needs... So we've got corrosive 25%, but we don't have any concerns really, because we're on concussive now. So we need to change that back, don't we? So we either go across to here and we do advanced concussive payload. So we've got concussive 50% and a reload of 30, or... And all I've got there is concussive damage, so that's not right, is it? I think we need to go back to this one, which is what my original plan was. And we don't need that, do we? Because we don't need multi-shot, we don't need launcher supercharge. So there's no point in CL5 charge. Splash is my friend at the moment. Splash is my friend at the moment. It definitely seems to be helping a lot with the bugs. I don't want to get rid of too much splash. Which is why initially when I had it built, we had combustion system 2. That's what I had to start with. And where's that explosive? Where's the splash now on this? That's 74% splash, guys. That's a heck of a lot. Well, let's go back, because that is the thing. That's what I had initially. I'm going to have to... That's about 6 different refits we've done, isn't it now? If not slightly more. So I'm going to have to go and have a look back and then just take a couple of snapshots of this stream just to confirm. Tell Doom to give us 10 minutes more. We're okay for the minute. I think we'll probably get this done. That one's done. That one's done. I think we can do it. Okay, what we want is a full target straight away, and then we'll be fine. Let's have a look, shall we? 1 minute 56. This will be our last. Oh, what? Come on. What was that all about? What was that all about? Please be a full target. It is. Okay. So we're going to get these garboards wound up a little bit. And once we do, we'll be okay, I'm sure. Splash, see, look at the splash difference there. That's a huge amount of splash. And I'm firing already. It's going to be better. I think garboards are definitely better, you know. Garboards don't give armor protection, do they? They're certainly eating these targets. Looks like garboards to me. Oh, you tinkers. Right, we should be able to finish it, hopefully. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? No, we're not going to be able to get in to finish that target. How annoying. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Darn. Well, that's it. That's frustrating. One ship left. At least we could have seen how much damage it was. Okay, so we're done. Won't see the damage. No, you're right, Jeff. How did it look? I'm going garwards, I think. I would have liked to see what full reciprocators was like, I must admit. I'm not so sure if the garwood has helped. I think it's better. I think you're right, Jeff. I think with a bit more practice there, I'd say that was down to 6 again, which is 3 per target, isn't it? So that's my recommendation, okay? The last build was definitely, I think, the same as the first build. It definitely seemed to work better. That looked to me then, if I was going to be doing that for 6 coin. And, you know, that means then I can auto that, because they're all the same, aren't they, as well? You could even auto that if you wish to. And then go ahead and crack the 105 then with your Hell Rafes. Which means that you're going to hit your 1.5, sorry, your 5 million, projected 5 million, by mind. In less than 10 minutes, you know, which is nice, you know. I think it's potential. Right, anyway, that's it. Enough chat from me. I'll say thanks for tuning in, guys. All those in chat and all the information you helped. That was good fun. I quite enjoyed that. It's nice when we have a good interaction as well. Thanks for the admins, for TFC admins coming in as well, giving me a hand. Ren didn't get a chance to come back in, obviously, but thanks, Ren, mate, for your comments in the earlier phases. And for those that are on the open mic tomorrow night, please enjoy yourselves. Okay, unfortunately, I shan't be here tomorrow night because I'm out, but I'll be back in on next Tuesday. But all the rest of the guys are in for the open mic, so enjoy yourselves and take care, guys. Thanks very much.